Holland, and the high-tech craze of the late 1990s and early 20th century here in the United States. So I'll leave it to others to buy Bitcoin. I'll avoid it.
I'll assume, Dennis, then. Hi, it's Carol. Long time. You and I have talked about lots of market cycles over the years. I'm not surprised that you question Bitcoin. I think we all try to make sense of it as well. I mean, how do you think it ends? Do we even know that? I'm just curious, is this going to be one for the history books that we look back 5-10 years and say, oh, yeah, that was that thing? Or
that's exactly what will happen. We'll look back at it 5-10 years from now and say, there was the day. You'll have a day when Bitcoin is up $15,000 per Bitcoin, and it closes down $5,000 that day. It won't be on news. It'll just be on somebody saying, I've decided to cash in on Bitcoin, and it'll collapse of its own weight. But it'll be probably months or years into the future before that happens. And anybody's guess is better than mine.
What would you say, Dennis, to somebody who pushed back and said, okay, well, we think that Bitcoin is just digital gold. There is a scarcity to it. There's a finite amount of Bitcoin out there, just like there is with gold. Maybe you'd push back and say, well, what's the inherent value in Bitcoin? What's the inherent value in gold?
Gold has just been around for centuries, and that's the inherent value that it has. It has been money for years. It's been money for centuries. It's been money for 1,000 years, and it'll probably continue to be money for 1,000 years. Bitcoin 1,000 years from now, we may look back and say Bitcoin was it. I have my doubts, and the fact that everybody argues in favor of its scarcity, there's an infinite amount of other cryptocurrencies that keep coming to market on a consistent basis. So that takes away from the scarcity value of Bitcoin as a one-off circumstance.
Well, Dennis, let's switch gears because you are a cross-commodity guru. And corn down 6% this year, down for a second year. Wheat down 12% this year, down for a second year in a row. Stocks on the other.
50 years ago, we grew about 40 bushels of corn per acre. Now we're doing about 175 bushels of corn per acre.
Yep.
50 years ago, we raised about 18 bushels of wheat per acre. Now we're doing about 52 bushels of wheat per acre.
Yep.
So we've seen technology. The research facilities at the various land-grant universities have done their job and have done a great job of creating more and more